Hey guys, welcome to another episode of 3SSR's Footy Hit. Yes, I just did forget the name of the show. That's because I'm usually not the one, presenting the show as introing the show, because John's usually here, but he's not here, and I've just pointed to no one. That's because he's not here right now, and I'm still pointing to no one, which is really stupid of me. So John's not here. I'm not going to give... This is going to be a quick update of our tips, or my tips anyway. I think that puts John one round behind, because I don't have his tips, therefore I automatically am going to win this competition. Not that he's been getting tips right, especially when it comes to me tipping Brisbane, because at the moment Brisbane is my favourite club. Even though I barrack for Richmond, Brisbane have been amazing this year, and every time that I've tipped them, they've managed to win. So for all their supporters, don't worry, I'll keep tipping them so they keep winning. I think that's the logic behind it so far. Anyway, Richmond play the Swans this Friday night, and we're going to get destroyed. Let's be honest, in my opinion. This is my tips, obviously. Richmond are probably not going to beat the Swans, or they did perform pretty well against North Melbourne for about a half, and they did only go down by 20 points to Fremantle. I can't see us beating the Swans. The Swans are in incredible form at the moment, and as I said, I don't think they're going to stop the Sydney's firepower in front of goals. Port Adelaide take on the Dogs. The Dogs did roll Collingwood last week. Played very well against the Magpies, and they did get over the line. But Port Adelaide are a much better side than Collingwood are. Not giving Collingwood... I'm not going to say Collingwood are a bad side. They're a very good side, and they're going to be genuine top four contenders. But Port Adelaide at the moment are on top of the ladder and are in frightening form. So I don't think the Dogs can beat them on this one. Hawthorn take on Collingwood also on Saturday. Collingwood are going to be disappointed after their loss last week to the Dogs, while the Hawks are also in some great form. I think it's going to be a very good match, as we're probably going to expect maybe 60,000 attendance at the MCG that day. I think the Hawks will just get over the line, but then again, you never know. Collingwood can play some very good footy. Geelong take on the Gold Coast. Gold Coast have been in great form as well. Genuine finals contenders, while Geelong are still up there at the top of the ladder at the moment. They're doing very well. I think the Cats will win, only because I never tip against the Cats. Every time I tip against the Cats, they go out and smash some side, and they've been amazing since 2007. They haven't slowed down at all. So, Cats for me, while Fremantle take on the Lions. I love the Lions. I've tipped them a lot this year, and they've won a few games as well. A lot of unexpected games as well, but I don't think they could beat the Dockers. The Dockers did play very well against Richmond, and they've been in great form. After a slow start to the season, they've really bounced back in 2014. Essendon take on the Crows. They played really well last week. They've been in good form lately. I think they will beat Adelaide, because I've noticed Adelaide play games that are good one week and terrible the next week. They've been really inconsistent. Considering they played so well last week, I think this week they're going to play horrible. That's the way I'm going with the tipping with them. GWS take on Carlton. Carlton look good. GWS look good. I think GWS will win. I hope they'll win, but I'm not really much of a Carlton fan myself. But it'll be a good match. It could go either way. If Carlton play to their best footy, they will beat GWS. But GWS have shown us this year that they can play as well. St Kilda take on the Eagles. Eagles' form hasn't been that great after a very good start to the season. They've really dropped off in the later rounds. But St Kilda, not the greatest side as well. It's a real opportunity for St Kilda to get another win on the board. But at the same time, it's a great opportunity for the Eagles to get a win and get themselves back into finals contention. I think the Eagles will win, but I don't think it's going to be a smashing. North Melbourne take on Melbourne. Melbourne's form has actually been fairly decent. It hasn't been incredible. It hasn't been too bad either. Against Essendon, they really fought it out at the end. The Bombers did lose to Melbourne in the end, I think it was. And again, Essendon's form hasn't been too great, but they did. It's been good, but they smashed Melbourne in the first half, and Melbourne came back into the game. Melbourne are a good side, but they're not there yet. They've improved a lot since the last couple of years. I don't think they're going to beat North Melbourne, so I think the North Melbourne will win quite comfortably. That's all we have time for another episode of 3SSR Footy Hit. I'm Penn John, be back, I don't know, I think he's back next week, maybe the week after. Who knows? Doesn't matter. We don't need him. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week, guys.